Welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew, and today we're talking about a price increase in Xbox Live Gold. So, if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we're about to get into this. So, it appears that Xbox is again aggressively, I mean that, aggressively trying to push the Gamepass Ultimate subscription. Now, some people are going to see this as a bad thing, but me personally, I am 100% behind it, and I will let you know. And it all has to do with when we all play, we all win. The new mantra from Microsoft. So, let's get into this. It has been popping up. I seen this earlier on Twitter. Twitter today, people were starting to say, hey man, how come you can only sign up for 1 month or 3 months or 6 months in Xbox Live Gold? Didn't we go through this a year ago with them trying to raise the prices and then reverting? Yeah, that is true, but let's make this perfectly clear. This will only affect you if you are a new subscriber to Xbox Live Gold. Now, as far as I can tell, and what in my mind business-wise makes sense, is to kind of phase out the gold model in adoption for the new Game Pass Ultimate subscription model. So they're probably going to be combining this, Xbox Live Gold and Game Pass. And the way they're going to possibly do that is they're going to have a tiered thing like the whole PlayStation thing is going to come out. And a lot of this is going to feed into the new family plan that Microsoft is also going to be bringing to Game Pass Ultimate. So let me tell you how I feel like this is going to go. They're going to have the base Game Pass subscription model, which will be the $9.99. You probably will not get access to EA Play or Ubisoft Plus. That's probably going to end up being combined into this deal somehow, some way. Maybe not like the Ubisoft Plus as we know it on PC. Ubisoft Plus on PC, you have access to everything from day one. You will probably end up being more in line with being able to download just the base Ubisoft games in the Game Pass subscription model, which I don't know. I'm not 100% set on this, but I do feel like that is going to be a possibility in the future. Maybe not right at launch, but in the future, there'll probably be some way of like either getting a discount on the Ubisoft Plus membership because it's currently $14.99 on a PC. Let's talk about this for a minute because a lot of people are going to be a little bit upset. Yes, it is true. Microsoft is aggressively pushing for Game Pass. The plan is possibly to completely get rid of gold, but there is a high number of gold subscribers. I think the last thing was like 100 million or something. If they ultimately force everybody into a Game Pass subscription from gold, they're probably going to lose some of them, but that's why I feel like it's kind of important to keep that $9.99 value for just Game Pass, and that will give you access to Microsoft games and whatever other games normally come to Xbox Game Pass. I think the smart thing to do would be to keep that at $9.99 and give you access to only Microsoft first party. That's Bethesda, that's Activision, whatever. I mean, all of them different companies that are under the Microsoft Studios umbrella. I feel like $9.99 would be the base price for that, and that would completely get rid of, the gold subscription and still give people that option to still pay $9.99. Because let's face it, a subscription price, the world's getting bogged down with these. We're getting bigger subscription prices for movies, and every company wants a subscription now. Like every single one of them, they want a residual income from its fan base. Like it's true, and it's happening at an alarming rate now. I mean, we've all seen Netflix just raise their prices. As a single person, you used to be able to get a Netflix subscription for like $5 or $6 or whatever. Remember? But then everybody started giving their password out, and they started abusing this program. So now it's getting to the point where they are locking it to ISPs and doing all of that stuff. And the technology is there to where they can shut out different phones or different things if it's getting abused. So yes, Game Pass, as it sits right now, I do not think that they're going to raise the $14.99 ultimate price, nor I don't really necessarily think it would be wise to get rid of the $10 value, but it's possible. And my suggestion to Microsoft, if you're listening, if you ever watch my videos or even care, keep that $9.99 option available. Make it so you can only download and play Microsoft first-party games on that. That's more than fair. I think $10 a month for just that value, that's a solid value. And still be able to continue to play games online, whatever. The next step would be the Game Pass Ultimate, to be able to get like third-party games in there, EA Play, whatever, all of that stuff into your subscription for service, as for one user. And then the family plan. There's two ways they can go about this. They can either do like a all-encompass, $24.99 a month for up to 5 devices in the same house, or they can charge like $5 per each individual device that you put on this account. So if you take my house, for instance, we have 4 Xboxes that are, 2 different people plus, my extra, Xbox Series S. Those 2 there would both be signed in on with my thing. But the other 4, we are paying a total of already $60 a month for Xbox, Game Pass Ultimate for all of us. So if they condense that down to, I would say $30 is probably the breaking point for like value versus, because you're asking people to pay for this stuff without any real ownership of any of these games. And we all know that these games, we can purchase, microtransactions inside of them. There will be more, there's going to be more live service content coming to Game Pass, whether you like it or not. That is just the way of the world. So if say for me, if I have 5 devices in my house that are going to be actively able to get on here, download what they want to play what they want to play, have access to a gold subscription as well, I don't know. It would be kind of cool if I could buy games on my master account and people on their the rest of my family could download and play those games that I buy too. That would make the value 100% worth my investment to play, pay $30 a month. Like, I would be like, yeah, no problem. Because I cover a lot of games on my account for this channel. So because right now only my daughter's got access to it, but if Junior had access to it and my other daughter downstairs had access to it, that would make that purchase more valuable. But yeah, it is kind of a little bit of red area there, but it's my family, I shouldn't have, because I'm buying the game digitally. If I bought the game on a disc, I could take it out and put it in any one of those other Xboxes. So yeah, I feel like if there's a way to keep this, to keep that in one IP address, like anybody that, the systems that are in my account or in my house, getting on my same internet, whatever. If there's a way to track that and find that only those devices are getting on there, because there is potential for abuse if that's not the case. And we all see what happens when commodities and things get abused. They tend to go up in price. If we keep the price low by just respecting our thing and, keeping it where it's supposed to be in our family, this could be great for everybody. This could literally, because if we all play, we all win. If we all pay, we all win. It doesn't matter how you look at it. Now, yeah, the little thing right now that's going on is if you are a new customer to Xbox and you want to sign up for Gold, you are met with a you're met with a 1-month subscription, a 3-month subscription, or a 6-month subscription. You no longer have the option to pay for a full year right from your Xbox dashboard. Now you can get around this. You can go to Amazon and you can still buy 1-year subscriptions for $60. Now, if you're worried about not feeling like Game Pass is a value for you, let me explain this to you. This will only work one time. You buy 3 years of gold. Then you sign up for Ultimate Game Pass for $1 and you convert that 3 years of gold to Ultimate Game Pass. But know this, after that is done, there's no going back unless you are going to purchase your subscription card from Amazon for $60 every year. Like there's no going back, and you have to let the Game Pass Ultimate run out before you even put that new gold on there, because it will automatically give you another 4 months of Game Pass Ultimate if you add that on there while you are still on Ultimate. Like you have to let the Ultimate thing completely lapse, and then you can buy the gold and get back on there. But if you do it while it's on there, it will convert that to 4 months of Game Pass Ultimate. That's pretty much where I'm at. Me personally, I usually pay for my Ultimate 3 months in advance. I usually go and buy, I usually just pay for it 3 months in advance. That way, when I get down to 3 months, I pay for it again. I have saved a ton of money having Game Pass Ultimate. I still buy a lot of my games. I still buy the majority of my games. But when there is something on there like Crusader Kings 3, MLB 2022, Cricket, Tunic, and all these other games that I never would have went out of my way to like physically pay for them, and I get to try them, that saves me a ton of money. And I've even gotten to the point where I'm pretty close to just, waiting until, the announcements come out before I continue to buy games. I've taken this channel to another part that I will start covering Game Pass games, because it just makes sense. I pay for Game Pass. I might as well cover them for my community to see if they want them. And who knows? I need the clicks anyways. If I'm going to download a game and play it, I might as well play it for a minute and then, do an impressions or whatever. Get the video out there and get some clicks on it. So that's where we're going with that. I cannot tell you how much money Game Pass, just the money that it saved me this month alone, the end of last month and this month alone, has more than paid for its subscription. But all the games that I've bought that have come to Game Pass at a later date, man, I could have paid for Game Pass like Ultimate like for like 4 years, just in the games I bought in the last year. Just in the games that I bought in the last year. Well, no, maybe the last 2 years. Guardians of the Galaxy, I bought that day one, boom, came to Game Pass. There's just so many times that happens that I'm like, oh man, yes, it does suck that you have to wait a little while. But don't worry about it. At least you get to play it fixed and ready to go without it being broken. So, EA games have just got Madden 22. I didn't buy that last year, so now I get to play it on Game Pass. So many different games, like EA games, you'll get them 6 months after. Battlefield 2042 will be coming to Game Pass shortly. So there's all these games that will be coming and new games that are going to be coming out. So I don't see this as a bad thing. I see this as a necessary step for the future to grow. This is the future of Xbox. Game Pass Ultimate is the future of Game Pass, or is the future of Xbox, and this is going to save you a ton of money over the long run. But yes, you are going to have to pay a monthly subscription price for that. And it's kind of like paying it forward, but you will always receive more than you put into this if you sign up for Game Pass Ultimate. So yes, I do 100% stand behind Microsoft's amazing offer when it comes to this. I do stand beside this. I am an early adopter of Game Pass and Game Pass Ultimate, and I have seen it grow and save me so much money, it is not even funny. So yes, I do think that you should take the next step and move over, because the faster people move over, the faster we can get this done, and then you don't have to be forced into something that you might not be ready to do. But I must caution you, if you convert whatever gold you have right now, there's no going back. There's no going back. Like once you convert, you're converted. If you want to pay a monthly subscription on your Xbox from your dashboard, you are grandfathered into your $60 a year for Xbox Live Gold. You're grandfathered in as long as you don't let that lapse or you don't upgrade. If you upgrade or lapse, it's gone. And then you have to go and buy another card, and then you have to put it in there, and then you have to keep that going that way. So eventually those cards are going to run out, and those codes are going to run out, and then you will be stuck with the options. So I do recommend you think about this, and then you weigh your options before jumping in on it. But I 100% stand behind Microsoft and their aggressive push to get people to move over. Game Pass is the future. I fully believe in it. I used to manage a video game store. I guarantee you will find more value in a Game Pass subscription and being able to play games like I do when I pay for them. So if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.